welcome back to the Herb Lady. I hope that this video finds you guys as well as can be in these fluctuating times that are taking place. Just hang in there, you guys. We're gonna get through this together, okay? So one of the things I would love to say to Virgo is thank you guys so much for your support. I recognize that my channel is fairly new, and it's been a huge pleasure being able to watch my channel grow. And for the month of October, I saw the largest amount of views thus far in my monthly general views from Virgo. Like, I really, really, really appreciate that from you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I really hope that my readings are doing justice for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading here. Now, for November, we are focusing on the theme of karmic relationships. And with that being said, I did do a video on karmic relationships. It's almost 1 hour long. It's a video that kind of tells you about karmic relationships, the things that define karmic relationships, what to look out for, and how to heal from karmic relationships. Now, by no means am I a specialist. However, I can say personally, having gone through my karmic, I'm just, basing a lot of my well-researched knowledge as well as my own personal experience and mixing it up and putting it into a video, which I hope you guys find enjoyable and insightful. Okay, so with that, we're gonna start the reading. This is a karmic relationship reading. I know I already said that, and I am doing specials on my channel. I'm doing specials on my Squarespace. You guys can find that in the link below. You also can find the link to the Karmic Relationships video in the description box below. Okay? So let's get into the reading here. All right. So I'm going to start with the Romance Angels deck. I'm going to pull one card for Virgo and one card for their partner. And we're going to go from there, okay? So, all right. So Virgo, it's looking like you guys are looking to reconcile. I don't know if it's with your karmic or, well, yeah, it seems like it would be. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. So it looks like your karmic is headed your way or trying to come your way. So you guys did get the reconciliation card. This could also possibly be with you and your karmic. You guys may be in an on and off type of relationship. And then your karmic got express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, so for Virgo, actually I forgot to let you guys know. For your pre-shuffle, now I'm going to say this was a pre-shuffle for all the earth signs because tonight I knew I was doing all the earth sign readings. So I just didn't know which order I was going to start in. But so I just figured this would be a pre-shuffle for all of you guys. And in the pre-shuffle, the song that came up for me was Shining. And that's the song by Beyonce and DJ Khaled. So with that song, there's particular lines that stood out to me, particularly the verse where she's saying shining, 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 yeah, and then all of this winning. And like for me, I took that as some of you guys can be dealing with big Leo energy, and then how she says shining through all 4 seasons and don't try to slow me down. Also with this, I took it as you're dealing with a karmic who is probably more than likely unknowingly trying to slow down your energy. You're moving in one direction. They don't particularly want to follow you in that direction. They want you to stay here with them. So, they're really trying to grasp your energy. But I feel like one of the biggest messages for this is, tapping into your own sun sign energy. Tapping into that energy of Virgo would be very helpful in dealing with your karmic right now, okay? So, that was just your pre-shuffle message. I'm sorry I kind of was a little late on that because my notes are like they're not scattered, but they're between a couple of pages. So if I don't have my particular pre-shuffle page open, I'm gonna forget to tell you guys before even doing the reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. All right. So back to the reading here. Now you guys are in a state where I feel like this is definitely an on and off type of relationship for you guys. And there is like, literally going back to the pre-shuffle message, you know, this person, he is holding you guys back. I say this masculine energy, it just comes out as he. It's not gender specific, but your partner is in a position where they are like holding you back. You're really just trying to like do your own thing, and you see her face. Her face really is like a face of, it can either be discerned as ecstasy or agony. And from what I'm seeing, it's a little bit of both, because it's like that, you know, that energy when you got the karmic pull is hard for that energy is one of the most potent energies of pull you will ever know. And it's like, oh, I'm close to you, I'm near to you again, I'm in ecstasy, but damn it, I know I shouldn't be with you, I ain't got no business with you, and I'm in agony with my ecstasy. Can't even fully be in a state of ecstasy, because at the back of your mind, you know you're not supposed to be fucking with this person. And for your partner here, because you guys are reconciling, I really feel like because you guys are in a place where you're trying to make things work again, they really want to try to make it work with you. And in order to get you comfortable, they're in a place where they're trying to express their love to you and really just try to like love bomb you. So Virgo, you guys be mindful of that. That could very well be taking place. But if your karmic is in the place of healing, where they're trying to heal the relationship, they could be in a space where your relationship could have suffered as a result of them being unable to express their genuine romantic feelings towards you. So they may truly be trying to heal themselves in order to heal this relationship. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion. This is my Modern Witch Tarot deck. It's sad I had to look at it in order to remember what the name of the deck was. But this Modern Witch Tarot deck, I have a link to both decks in the description box below if you guys are interested in purchasing these decks for yourself. So for the first question here, we are going to ask the question, what is the karmic nature of this relationship? Karma takes on different natures in, relationships in different scenarios. It takes on the nature that is appropriate for the scenario. It really, what goes around comes around, and what you may have done specifically isn't going to come back to you necessarily specifically in the same form that you dished it out. It's going to come back to you in the appropriate form where you learn from it and learn not to ever do it again. So let's get to it. I'm going to pull the first 7 cards, and we're going to go through this card by card. And I'll repeat the first question in a moment here. So I need 7 cards for Virgo. Okay. All right. So you guys got Judgment here. So definitely the nature of this relationship is answering for past actions, answering for things that was done in the past. This is definitely high karmic energy here. It's major arcana, which tells me that this might, for some of you guys out there, I'm really guessing for most of you guys out there, you have not quite ran into your karmic yet, but they're coming. The decision has already been made that we're in the time frame for them to come. Because here traditionally in the Judgment card, he's blowing the trumpet, and when the trumpet is blown, the dead arise. The dead come up out of their resting places. So, with this being said, that which you thought was dead So either, you know, the person, you may have had something with this person years ago or whenever ago, they may have been a fling or whatever, and that what you thought was that dead and behind you is now coming back towards you with a vengeance. Or, you know, what took place in a past lifetime, what you thought you got rid of in a lifetime ago, is now coming back in this lifetime. So, you know, judgment is definitely saying the reconciliation, the decision has been made. This has already been made up for you per your karma. Okay? So, and then the second question would be, what is the expected impact of this karma on the relationship? So either the impact can come in the form of a water sign child. I would say, you know, if you guys are in a place where you're not trying to have kids and you're really just not trying to be tied to a karmic like that, especially one that's new and you haven't healed your shit by yet, please take preventative and protective measures. So what I am getting is a water sign child, or what you may be finding if you have a water sign child or a child with strong water sign placements is a lot of the things that come out of their mouth, maybe things that are particularly like triggering for you or for your karmic, and not like triggering to where it makes you want to lash out at your child or do no crazy shit like that. Is triggering in the way where it makes you reflect. It's triggering in a way where you're like, oh, why is that making me feel some kind of way? Let me explore that. You know what I mean, Virgo? So, yeah, so that, like, the impact of that also, you know, as far as emotionally, this is going to put you in a stunted place, Virgo. Usually, with you guys being sun sign Virgos, and this is where the pre-shuffle, as far as pulling on the strength of your sun sign, where this is going to come in. As far as you guys being sun sign Virgos, being in that mutable energy and being earth signs, a lot of the time you guys carry more stability than most in the matters of love. You allow your analytical mind to, you know, not to dictate, but you allow your analytical mind to truly come into place and let you make decisions from a place of logic. Now I could tell you what karmics, because karmics are so emotionally charged and you're really going off of super high energy and super high like past life energies. And what I mean by super high, because a lot of the time the energy, unfortunately, because you're trying to absolve it, you're trying to literally alchemize low vibrational energy into higher vibrational energy. So with all of that vibrational energy coming your way, you're going to have to tap into your Virgo energy to really not get washed up in the sauce with this. Because with this Page of Cups is saying that emotionally it can take you to an immature place. It really can put you in a place where your emotions is all over the place. You don't know how to harness or get a hold over your emotions. And you don't want that for yourself, Virgo. I know quite a bit of you guys out there, you guys prefer to be in more stable situations. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to the next question. So the next question is, how can this karma be transmuted? Okay, and for that, you guys got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is 8 of Pentacles in the upright typically talks to the situation of putting in the work, where you have, you know, obviously drop the seed in the ground, you're slowly nurturing it, you're giving it attention, you're giving it all of your care so it can grow into a very strong plant with very strong roots, where it's very rooted in the ground. Its roots are stable and the trunk is strong enough to support. This is a tree. A tree is coming to mind here. So with this tree, okay, this is a deep karmic. You guys are rooted in one another. Like, your roots are intertwined in one another. this is like an energy where this person, the reason why you feel so emotionally thrown off is because this person makes you feel rooted, Virgo, and gives you a sense of being rooted in the ground, whether it's through seeing their instability that makes you feel more rooted, or whether it's through their familiarity that makes you feel more rooted, which is why you get the Page of Cups energy. Because of the fact that these roots between you guys is so strong, you got the is why the Judgment card comes into place, because you guys have spent a lot of time together with one another, and having them around you makes you feel keep that in mind. It makes you feel more stable. It makes you feel more rooted, or it makes you feel stable, period. Makes you feel rooted, period. But that doesn't mean that they actually are stabilizing you or actually helping you to be rooted and grounded. So with this, with the Eight of Pentacles coming up in the reverse, what I'm seeing is that you guys are actually going to have to do some very deep meditative work, very deep visualization work, where you're visualizing pulling those roots up out of the ground. And if for some of you guys who are not living in cold weather states like I am, you guys can go outside and probably get in the garden and pull weeds out of your garden, pull them up from out the root, and visualize that as far as the relationship is concerned. And that's when you'll be able to transmute the karma that's taking place in your relationship, because with that you guys are detangling the roots that is happening deep within this. And if you can get your partner to do that with you, go out and pull those roots. You know, you can probably definitely see some things transmute there or alchemize. Either way, it's all in the same structure. So now for the fourth question is, how can the querent heal from this karma? Excuse me. So one of the biggest ways you guys can heal from this karma is by taking that tremendous amount of love and care and practicality and really putting it towards yourself, Virgo, because you guys got the Lovers in reverse, which tells me that you guys are going to have to focus within. You got to really go within, dive deep within for yourselves, and really look within yourself as to why it is that you feel the need to, you feel like another person is making you feel stable, rooted, and familiar in this world, and you're not feeling that from within yourself and by yourself, standing on your own 2 feet. Why is it that your roots, you can't stand on the ground and formulate your roots? Also, with that being said, as far as pulling the roots out of the ground for the two of you, for your relationship, for yourself personally, Virgo, you probably need to really do some visualization and grounding work, which basically entails you sit in a chair, back straight up, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and then with every exhale, visualize roots popping out of your feet and digging deep into the earth. Now, if you have the ability to go outside and put your feet into some soil and stand in some grass or stand on some earth barefooted and do this exercise, I would highly recommend you do so. Otherwise, it's okay to go ahead and do it from the comfort of your own home. I would say if you have hardwood floors, do it on the hardwood floors too, because the wood symbolizes earth. So do those exercises so that you can root yourself, because they really work hand in hand with one another. Instead of you utilizing all that energy on your partner and trying to give them and root them and stabilize them and stabilize each other, you're doing it for yourself, Virgo. Okay? You really have to try to focus on yourself right now, especially in dealing with karmics. It's critical that you take that time for yourself, because in doing that, it will stabilize and clear your mind so that you can come at this with a very clear conscience and a clear form of thought. And especially if you're in a karmic where you can't take this cycle no more, or if it's a particularly heavy karmic, you don't get washed up in the sauce. Okay. All right. So the next three cards here technically is a bonus. I'm doing this as a bonus because my channel is still very new, and I want you guys to get the gist of how my readings really go. So what we're going to do for these next 3 cards, this is really like messages from the planets. There's a message from Venus, a message from Jupiter, and a message from Saturn. Venus being the divine feminine, Jupiter the divine masculine, and Saturn the bringer of karma. So the message from Venus, yeah, so it's asking for the divine feminine to have balance, like in a very big way. This is major arcana balance, and the fact that I'm seeing you guys literally have 3 angels, 3 very big angels, and 3 benefic angels around you. They're saying, you know, with the red wings. So these are angels that are literally very, very active in your spiritual progress, in your spiritual journey. And they're saying, you know, we're with you, we're here, we're around you, we're surrounding you, we got you. But you got to do the work for yourself. You can't just keep asking for balance and not doing anything for balance, Virgo. You keep asking and not showing that you're willing to do as well, okay? Now for Jupiter, the message from Jupiter is the 6 of Swords in reverse. So as far as the divine masculine here, if you are the divine masculine watching this, is showing me that mentally, you guys also really have to do that grounding work, because mentally you're trying to go back. You're getting caught up in this karmic. So mentally, you know, if you're the divine masculine who is the Virgo that's watching this portion where you stabilize yourself is being really called for. If you're the divine feminine who is watching this, just know that your divine masculine really is like caught up in you right now. Like they're doing everything they can to really keep your attention. All right, and now for Saturn. Saturn really is saying that like Saturn, I feel like Saturn, this karma in this relationship is leaving you guys feeling like you're flying blind. But just go back to the reference of the nature of this karma, you know, and the fact that that Saturn really, it's the Sun card. Going back to the pre-shuffle message, really turn to the energy of your sun sign and really nourish that, so that your sun, the energy of your sun sign, can guide you through this experience, Virgo, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so that's your reading. I forgot to mention in the beginning, you know, my love readings are only about 15 to 20 minutes long. So that is you guys' reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment in the description box below. And all of your love and your support is so appreciated, Virgo. Follow me at the Herb Lady on Instagram, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Ashe.